Okay, welcome everybody to another best of 5 series in Group A here at Meta Madness. Now, we actually jumped through half the draft already and then one of the players disconnected, so don't be surprised when a lot of these picks and bans are gonna happen very fast now, because we've literally been here before, so this is take 2. Now we're gonna go, as the game starts, a little bit more into the details on what exactly Meta Madness is, what's happening here. But suffice it to say that the entire concept is pretty much designed to force teams to think a little bit outside of the box. Some went a bit overboard in the previous matches and burned the box down, which you can do too, but it was a bit crazy. Now, the reason why we have Haunted Mines as the map is that we are going to determine in this tournament some of the starting maps. So you will see Hanamura, you will see Haunted Mines, and you will see Blackheart's Bay, but they're not really part of the map pool. The players are not allowed to pick them later in these matches, but one of these maps is always going to be the starting map for a series, just to make things a little bit more interesting and spice it up. So, in game number 1, the draft is still fairly normal, I'd say. We got a Greymane right now, Muradin, Junkrat, Lucio, so all still very much so in the meta line. Obviously, with only 10 heroes currently banned for the group stage, our warm-up for Meta Madness, that's just what it is. And the heroes are listed right here, so these 10 heroes cannot be played by any team in any of the matches played in the group stage. Together with that, we have a second rule, and that second rule says that you are not allowed to play a hero a second time within any given series. We already started with Cho'Gall. So all of the heroes that you're seeing here now cannot be played again in the second, the third, the fourth, or the fifth map, which makes things obviously very interesting as you progress through the series. But we have a wild one. We got an interesting draft right from the get-go, a Cho'Gall and Malthael as the counter pick as we're headed for Haunted Mines, map number 1 in this best of 5. Game number 1, the Circus Clowns on the left, Unleashed on the right. And on the left we got Swampgrotta on Malthael, we have Gia on Greymane, Skok on Junkrat, Lauber on Muradin, and Death Knight is playing Lucio. And with Lauber and Muradin, you are already more or less guaranteed that we're going to see the Playmaker again on level 10. For Unleashed, they lost one best of 5 in the group stage already, whereas Circus Clowns were able to win their series. For Unleashed, we have Ice Corp now on Falstad, we got Areku on Yrel, next on Rega, Arabano on Cho, and Risk is playing Gal. Okay, let's see what they can do with the big fat ogre. Ararisk, the name over here. Already got the Taskmaster in, we got the Calloused Hide, and I'm a bit curious. I really want to see what they can do with the Cho'Gall in game number 1. First and foremost, we have a kill against Falstad. I mean, that was a quickie. Somebody face-checked the bush or something along those lines. But, yeah. Now, this is a bit of an interesting game in the sense that Unleashed lost their best of 5, and they were pretty dominated by the French team. So, Circus Clowns again against La Crusade could be the match that decides the number 1 spot in the group. I mean, it's a bit too early to tell. We still have a couple of wildcards here to be played out too, but that's obviously 2 teams that have so far at least secured a victory for themselves. So depending on how this series goes, we're going to get a bit of an idea of how strong the blue team really is. I mean, they're definitely one of the favorites to get out of the group. They have a lot of experienced players in the lineup. For me personally, it's awesome to see people like Lauber come back for a tournament like this, since he has more or less retired from the game. And then when Meta Madness was announced, he was like, alright, that's always fun, love the tournament format. And he got a team together and is now playing with his boys right over here. But then again, we're now looking at Haunted Mines, so the skulls, the boss, they haven't really been announced yet, but that's obviously going to happen soon. Cho'Gall, yeah, with Malthael and the last rites, that is inevitably going to come out. This could be a bit nasty for him as the game continues. Lauber is getting also some decent stacks together on his level 1. And in the meantime, we currently have just hits happening down at the bottom of the map. As that wall gets destroyed, so not only did the gate get crushed, but also one of the towers is already down. It's actually really tricky for Cho'Gall in this game. You have a Greymane against you that will play the bullet, and then you have Malthael. That's 2 heroes that got it out from you right from the get-go. So this is gonna hurt. Lauber, talking about it hurting, Lauber goes down, so he's eliminated. And yep, as we got the reverberation here on level 4, I would assume that we're going to get the Bronze Beard Rage again. Still an interesting game. And obviously the mines are opening up now, so we're going to get the skulls pretty quickly. This is one of those games where it's one of those maps where it's still a bit weird because it seems like there's a lot of teams that just don't really care too much about the skulls. So unless their opponent makes a big move for it, they're not going to commit. Instead, they're just pushing. It's one of the reasons why you see a lot of Zagaras and also Sylvanas banned out, because those two heroes can push very aggressively if the other team goes into the mines. So the push power just increases. Something you can do there. Yeah, Falstad running out of mana, so he has to already fall back. Rhaegar and Malthael are the two that are jumping into the mine. So both of the teams are actually very early, starting to commit some resources to grabbing skulls, which makes this kind of interesting. So they're really playing the objective. I've cast a couple of games now on this one too, where teams haven't really played that out too much. I mean, just recently we ran a tournament that we called Meta Mapness, because it didn't really have any rules regarding the heroes and what you were allowed to play. But it changed up the map pool significantly. And Blackheart's Bay and Haunted Mines were two maps that people were able to play, as were Hanamura and Forehead Junction. And it was really interesting to see what exactly happened there. So people playing different strategies on Blackhearts, and especially Haunted Mines was approached completely differently by so many teams. So there's a playlist also on the YouTube channel in case that you haven't watched that yet. So if you're interested to see a few more games on Haunted Mines and Blackhearts, you can head over there and check that out. Meta Mapness, as I said, recently happened a month or two ago. So yeah, the playlist should be pretty high up. Now, with level 7 kicking in, Falstad, I mean, he got crushed. They're still trying to go and get a kill here too. There's only a few of those camps left. It's not really that much to do. But with Lucio, you can, of course, really quickly get out of harm's way. That's what I thought. And then they get caught up at the top. Yrel jumping in and nearly getting a kill there. But the Stormbolt connects. That was really well done. Very nicely done. Beautiful kill against Yrel. Yeah, that was pretty neat. It was very good synergy that we just saw from the blue team there. And now they can go for the golem if they want to. But they apparently are just trying to wrap around a little bit. But just another quick look at this. So this one was really well done. Yrel is initially jumping in, and then Muradin comes in from the side, locks in the Stormbolt, and that's of course a perfect setup for Junkrat. And she just has no chance getting out of there. So this is the third kill for the blue team. And Lauba is still hammering away, but he's a bit isolated. I mean, they might have to give this one. Wow, they actually got it. Damn, good job by Junkrat. Lauba, yeah, he's still dead, but they got the camp. So there's that, and they got the kill against Cho'Gall. So that is pretty sexy. Able to get that done, the double kill and the camp, massive victory for them. Huge win. And it helps them to establish an even bigger lead in experience and now a level ahead. And they also have a much bigger golem. 68 skulls against 32. That's solid. That's very solid. So bad news for Unleashed. Now they gotta come up with something. It could be worse though. Imagine level 10 kicking in now. If that happens soon, before the golem is defeated, you will kiss not only that fort goodbye, but you might even lose a key. So yeah, this could get really tricky very soon. They're so close to level 10. Heroic abilities would be glorious for them. Cho'Gall would probably instantly die. Bullets, Malthael isn't here, he's at the bot lane. But yeah, they're all a bit low, but of course they want that fort. I mean, that's the minimum. And with Siege shines in, they also get it. Haymaker, that was a given. They're using the Riptire immediately. Can just burn the wave down here if they want to. Bullet is in, last right. Duh. You're going up against the Cho'Galls, what else are you going to take? It's exactly what they're doing. But that's a lot of damage. And the red team doesn't have level 10 yet. So you can be massively aggressive here. Lauba is obviously looking for a Haymaker. And with everybody now defending at the top, it also means that Malthael is very much so alone at the bottom of the map. Lauba, a bit careful here, my friend. Waits for his trade to kick back in, and that gives him enough sustain. But Malthael is here now as well. Cho'Gall is dead. Last rights, the hit is in, and yeah, as already mentioned, this is just going to hurt. I'm actually surprised they're not going for the keep. They're going for the gate first, but really, with Greymane, with the entire team being here, they could have just gone for the keep, I think. No level 10 for Unleashed. I think there was an opportunity to take this thing. Either way, it's obviously already a big win. You get the fort, the keep is down to, what is this, 60% HP. They can still take the camps and ensure that they are not falling behind and just get a little bit further ahead here. So things are going well for them. Shogal, uh-oh. Every single time I see this, I'm just like, oh, this is gonna hurt. Stormbolt, bullets, and he is gonna be in trouble. But Lauber's in trouble, and Lauber goes down. Okay, we're gonna get the Lauber special here. 8 kills, 2-3. A bit of a pity death. He wants to give them a chance, as it seems. Down to the bottom of the map, on the other hand. The Angel of Death still doing his thing. Yeah, that's a kill. Last rights, and goodbye. Again, that pick was so smart. Going into Malthael here, after they already had Greymane. The Shogal pick, it seemed a little bit desperate, honestly. This is not going well for them at all. Shogal, he can, of course, later on, when he picks up a few more talents, he can block this out. But currently, he's just getting farmed. And this is a small window. I mean, once the Molten Block is in and everything, you can play around this a bit. But right now, this is the moment when you can get the most out of this combo. So the blue team is playing this exactly the way that they need to. They have, right now, a comp that is working exceptionally good against Shogal. So they are trying to target him as best they can. This, by the way, is just nasty. Are you serious? This is gonna be bad. They're just invading the camp! Then Shogun is gonna die again, is he? No, maybe not. Siege Shines are taken. Last rights is ready. Shogun time to... Oh no, the Ancestral. Rega. Nice. Well done. Okay, I like it. Now they don't get the Shogun kill. But it's a trap. And they didn't spring it. Okay, they more or less spring it now. They're trying to go for Cho'Gath again. He gets spooked around. But yeah, they're just playing with the entrances the entire time. It's actually kind of funny. They're getting one kill. They're probably going to get a second one too. Urel is using her ult, but I doubt she's going to get out of this one. She gets immediately caught once it expires. And that's 12 kills to 3 now. A 2-level lead, and they're just toying with them. They're absolutely crushing it. And again, they were the favorite from the beginning. They were supposed to be favorite. What I can totally see is that Unleashed is just trying to go for a different composition later on again when we have more bans and less heroes available. And then try to just go for some cheesy strategies and get some hits in with that. Which I think is a fairly good strategy, by the way. So if you pull that off, I mean, more power to you. Fall stats, lucky for him that he actually turned around for the gust, so he would have been hit hard by that Stormbolt. 27,000 damage now for Junkrat, top damage on his side. And Gal is at 29,000. Oh, the gate opened up and everything. This is still tricky. But obviously they're getting now again ahead on the skulls. And it's difficult. It's really difficult for Unleashed to play for this. Now, they're trying to annoy Muradin a bit here, but the entire lower level has now been farmed by the blue team, so they're getting to 65, and they're gonna get more than that. Well, Shogal is back, bullet instantly. Insta-bullet. And there's the Haymaker, Rega tries the Self-Ancestral, that didn't work, and now Shogal is getting attacked. He's gonna die too, there's no way for him to get out of this one. So Rega and Shogal are both dead. They're still trying to farm Urel up at the top. The Space Goat, she can hop around here until she's blue in the face, but this is not going to save the team anymore. By the way, Greymane is also making another move for Falstad, and that's another kill. So they're just jumping around here, taking camp after camp, taking skull after skull, going down to the mines again. We're 12 minutes in, and the writing's on the wall. It's not over until the fat lady sings, but she's taking a very deep breath already. 16 to 13, that's a talent advantage that we're looking at right now for the Circus Clowns. They're gonna get 100 skulls against 0. So that push is going to hurt a lot. And then the question is, how do you save your core here? I'm a little bit afraid the answer might be you don't. I mean, but they're gonna try. So they got some ults and some comps that they can still use, but they haven't really had a whole lot of luck in the last few team fights when it came to kills. Lauber aggressively making a move towards Cho'Gall, missing the Stormbolt connect. But they will push the bot lane now, and the keep at least is it's gonna fall. It's not gonna make it. So yeah, here comes the Stormbolt again. Lauber has to still be a bit careful because, keep in mind, he's looking for haymaker opportunities, but he also doesn't have Avatar therefore. Meaning if he makes these super aggressive plays and gets focused quickly, he could fall. He could actually die. He has 99 stacks now on level 1. Still busy up at the top. And yeah, with the big golem, they're just pushing for it. Defense at the top, this thing is not scaring anybody. Not even close. So Junkrat again getting out there. Last Rites, always a threat. Ancestral has been used. Now Last Rites becomes viable as an option. To an extent, obviously, Molten Block is still there. So it depends on who you are hitting with it. But as all of this team fighting is going on between the two keeps, the one at the bottom of the map is getting hit harder and harder and harder. Especially with the Siege Giants also chipping in. Falset is dead. Junkrat makes it out of the fight again. Rhaegar was hoping to get a jump on him, literally, but that isn't apparently happening either. Instead, he just gets locked down, rooted, and killed. Yeah, this is going to be the end of game number 1. Circus Clowns, they are the favorite in this series. There is no denying it, and they're proving it on Haunted Mines. 20 kills to 3, a 3-level advantage, 4 levels in a second. The core gets destroyed, and that is a lead in this best of 5 here at Meta Madness Group A for the blue team. GG, well played. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Okay guys, we are back with game number 2. Cursed Hollow is the map. Circus Clowns have taken the lead and they're going up against Unleashed here. And Unleashed didn't do their homework. We've been in this draft once before and then we had to restart it because Unleashed did try and pick a hero that was already taken in game number 1. So we had to redo all of this. But guys, before we continue, I want to give a quick shout out to the people that support me on Patreon. I said it before, but without their support, this event wouldn't be possible. Meta Madness wouldn't have been possible and other events in the past either. So if you are interested in supporting the efforts to keep Heroes of the Storm and the esports here alive, and to host more stuff like this, then you can head over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There should also be a link in the description that you can check out. And yeah, support obviously is very much appreciated there, because these days it's pretty difficult to set anything up for Heroes of the Storm. Companies aren't all that interested in hosting events with this particular game, especially since Blizzard themselves obviously has made it very clear that they're not supporting the game any longer. And yeah, it's just what it is. But yeah, so if you want to support this, patreon.com/Khaldor. With that said, we have in game number 2 now an Abathur. So we get Abby. The Slugger is in. The Haka likes worms though, so he's going to try and opt in for him. Deckard Cain. So instead of Lucio, they're going for Deckard Cain right now. I'm actually a little bit surprised that they already fail in game number 2. This is literally the lowest bar to jump. I mean, it's only 10 heroes that you can't play, right? Well, I guess with the pre-bans it's 20, so you have to be a little bit more careful there. But yeah, we are got with ETC and Abathur for Cursed Hollow. I honestly would think that ETC might even go into a stage dive now that the Haka has been taken. You could literally play him either as a side laner, which I don't think is going to happen, but I think they could play him with a stage dive and then counteract the Haka a little bit with a global. So it's an option at least. Zagara gets banned. Oh, we get Phoenix though. Phoenix and Kharazim. Guys, I am calling it now. This is going to be a last pick Murky from Samangorta. Phoenix goes brrrr after Murky goes Octograb. I think that's at least a heavy option. Remember, I told you in the first best of 5 series that the Clowns played that Svamgrotta is somebody that busted out his Murky even in normal meta games. Not a lot, but it happened. He likes Murky. There is a chance they're doing it. Nazeebo and Cassia are the picks. And now I just want to see the Merc Master. Told you! Curse on everybody! We get Phoenix go brrr and Murky go blablabla. So let's go. The game number 2 in the best of 5 series here at Meta Madness Group A. The 1-0 lead, the blue team. They've taken it in, boy. We got Abatha Murky, the Terror. Gia on Abatha, we have Swamgrotta on Murky, Skok is playing Phoenix, Death Knight, Karazim, and Lauba on ETC. To the right side of the map, Unleashed, trying to bring this one back with Ice-Scorp on Cassia. We got Arabano on Anubarak, Reku on Dehaka, Risk on Nezebo, and next is playing Deckard Kane. Alright. Stacks on Cassia. Murky at the top. I honestly, Swamgrotta is going to have a lot of fun with this. Can you imagine how annoying it's going to be to go up against Abatha and Murky in this game, and then you also have the Octograb combo with the laser for Phoenix? This is exactly what's going to happen here. 100%. And problematic from the start is that the man who has to survive and stack dies immediately. So, yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate. We currently have topside Murky backdooring. So this is basically your proxying waves. Back in the day, this was done with Vikings. The whole thought process here is that you just kill the minion waves as they come in. You easily take them, and then the minion, your own minion waves are heavily pushing against the structures. Now, this strategy was a lot more popular when you still had ammunition on the towers, because it means that it wasn't all about damage against the wall, but it was more so to drain the tower ammunition, and then afterwards you could easily do damage. So proxying those waves in the back was always quite nice and interesting. It's still fairly useful and impactful, but not as much anymore as it was in the past. And here comes Abby! And there's the kill. The Slugger is going ham. Nice. Yeah, very well done. So they get a kill against the Nubarak. ETC gets ganked. And that's that. The B-steps are happening. Is he B-stepping his own teammate here? Did he just get ping spammed by a Nubarak because he didn't heal him properly? I mean, I don't know what's going on here, but they are definitely having some fun. Now, we had also Nezebo die again in the middle of the map, so that's the thing. But as you can tell here, the push is just continuing. We have on level 4 now the Slime Time. We got the Adrenal Overlord. The pressure is just mounting up, and the lead in experience is very, very quickly being extended by the Circus Clowns. They have from the beginning been one of the top teams in this group, one of the favorites to make it into the playoffs, and this is exactly what they're currently fighting for here in this round-robin group stage. So at this point, we got Deckard Kane with a Ruby, level 4 talents give us now also the Hex Trawlers after the initial Widowmaker, so they're going full spiders here. Whereas down at the bottom, they're still doing a little bit of work. Good slide. Abatha is immediately there again. And now they're going for Deckard Kane. I'm not sure if he's going to get the kill. If he gets the slide back, there's definitely going to be several heroes that are dying. Especially since Skok with Phoenix now coming in. There's the slide, there's the kill. Deckard down. Damn, they are just brutalizing them. Honestly, Circus Clowns, they're going through Unleashed like hot butter through cheese. I mean, these guys are melting them away. Game number 1 was already rough, and now in game number 2, they're just continuing where they left off. It's 4 kills to 0. They got level 7 versus level 6. We have them destroying the bottom wall, and it just feels like they're taking the kills wherever they want. Risk in the middle is now getting attacked again. He's dead. That's the 3rd time that Nezebo died. The healer gets pinged again immediately and B-steps his teammates. I have no clue what's going on there. But there's going to be some voice raging in the cards for sure in this game. Now, we have the level 7 talents obviously in play now too. First of all, we got 9 stacks on the level 4 for Murky. Let's not forget about that. But he continues with the Black Lagoon right here. And now we also have the Mule that can be called down at any point in time. Yeah. ETC is working out splendidly for them, by the way. It's not really a tank that you see a lot these days. It's usually a bit on the weaker side, but with all of those pre-bans and the heroes that were used in the last game, ETC becomes a viable option, and they are using him to a fantastic extent. I mean, again, Joanna is completely banned, Blaze is banned, and Diablo is out, so right now ETC is an actual option, and he sets so many kills up for them. So they have 7 kills to 0, 1.5 levels ahead, and it's crazy. It's crazy good. Nazeebo is at 46 stacks. If anything, I'm surprised that he has this many. We are 5 minutes in and he's sitting at 50 stacks. Honestly, that is not that bad. Considering that he died 3 or 4 times already, that's fairly good. I really thought he would have had a lot less at this point in time, given how he was targeted now. But yeah, here comes, as predicted, the Planet Cracker and the Octo Grab. So, yeah. Boom. And the double kill. Yep. That's it, guys. So, here we go. That's exactly the comp that they're going to use. The second that you go for the Octo Grab, Phoenix is going to be there with a laser, and while Abatha is slapping it up, we're taking another look at this one. So again, they get level 10. Check the level 10 out. All down here, and bam, Phoenix is starting to laser topside. Deckard Cain doesn't stand a chance. And, well, now they're pushing even more so at the bottom of the map. So yeah, that's how you do that. Each team has a tribute, by the way. We have now 1 fort destroyed at the bottom of the map. 9 kills to 0. Exactly. And they could still look for more. And Nubarak is diving. I mean, they're desperate here, obviously. They need a kill, they need it quickly, and it's just not coming together. Octograb is ready. The laser isn't, but they could still try and get a kill if Murky joins the battle. And well, here he is. The Octograb is in play. 7-sided strike. Risk is trying to survive. If Abatha is now jumping on the frog, then it could have been a kill. But it doesn't quite happen that way. So there's still a 2-level gap, but at least they are now in a position where they got their own level 10. So maybe Unleashed can fight back a little bit. We'll see. Nazeebo hasn't picked yet. So could go Gary, but goes Ravenous Spirit. And now the boss is always about to be taken to. So they are actually starting to check this one out. The timing is decent. 2 of them are not going to be enough, but maybe they can force the blue team back. Ooh, Nubarak, careful. Laser is back. Laser is back, and there's the stage dive. As already predicted, and now Octograb is ready as well. So they could go for the laser play. They could laser it up here. But first and foremost, we got a cocoon use on Phoenix. So he is out, gets stunned. They're trying to get a kill against him, but that's not happening. And but no kill this. Well, actually, they get at least Deckard Cain. So Deckard got murdered, but so did Karazim. So that's the first kill on the board for Unleashed. Up to this point, the only one that they were able to take apart is Murky, who has now the fish tank available to himself. Yeah, Abatha was already moving in, trying to see if he can maybe sneak a quick tribute. Now, that didn't really work for him, but still. It would have been kind of cool if he would have gone for Monstrosity. I miss Monty. I really miss Monty. Monty the Monstrosity, back in the days, was so damn powerful and really, really strong. But obviously right now, it's not really a valid option. I love that Lauba is... Fail! Oh, the B-stepping is right there. Yep, so this was so bad, we're gonna look at it again. I mean, yeah, he slides in, gets nearly immediately killed, and then for good measure they take down Phoenix too. So yeah, that was a full-on Sudoku move by the 2 of them. And here now we got the boss about to be stolen. Or not. ETC, the balls on this guy. Now we got a double ETC. Power slides galore. Power slides everywhere. Cocoon gets used. Octograb is in. Deckard Cain is dead again. So is Nazeebo. Damn. And another slide. The stuns are all over the place now. They go for Nubarak. That's a quad kill. The only survivor is the Hogger. 25,000 damage by Phoenix. Nazebo and Deckard Cain have both died 5 times now. The only one on the red team that hasn't fallen yet is the Haggers. So yeah, the Global is the only one. Guess who's being chased right now? Murky, a frog on a mission. He has Octograb in 3 seconds. Yeah, there's the curse and the boss. And Octograb. Brrr, I've seen this before. It is such a dirty comp. It is such a stupid and dirty comp. And I knew they would play it. I mean, Swamgrotta loves this shit. He absolutely loves it. I've been talking about this in the first series that they played, and they deliver. Yeah, it's absolutely glorious. ETC jumps out, and Karazim is somehow also able to get away here. We got with level 16 talents now the adrenaline boost in. Murky is just roaming the map. The boss is destroying the bot lane. Karazim is still alive, gets pinged too. And Murky is pushing in the middle at the top. I mean, he's everywhere. Abathur is helping as much as he can, but is not looking good for Unleashed. I mean, again, they're losing ground on every single lane right now. Especially in the mid lane with that camp and the curse hitting at the same time. Things are pretty tough. I would assume that they are losing... Yeah, well, maybe only 1 keep. I mean, 1 keep for sure. I thought initially they would lose 2, but maybe they can salvage the one in the middle. Then again, looking at this big wave that is coming through here, yeah, probably not. Now, Murky at least got killed, but he's obviously going to be back. I Murk, I die, I Murk again. And they could technically also lose the game right now. The core is already getting attacked. Look at Cassia, by the way. I haven't really picked up on this, but Cassia is only at 30 stacks. Only 30 stacks for her. That is... Wow, that's rough. That's really rough. But well, here we are. The core gets attacked. Game number 2. Circus Clowns, they are going to claim it. They might have been able to defend against the boss, but now that the minions are moving in, there's another laser. The laser show continues. The Cracker Baby is out and the core is down. GG, 2-0 lead in the best of 5 in favor of the Clowns. Game number 3, 2-0 lead for the Circus Clowns, and we are heading into the 3rd game. Towers of Doom. First time actually that we have Towers of Doom in the tournament now. So we are in the 3rd best of 5, and so far Towers hasn't been played once. Yeah, now we have in total 30 heroes banned as we head into the draft. The 10 heroes that were played in game number 1, the 10 heroes that were played in game number 2, and the 10 pre-banned heroes that you see down here. So, things are going to be a little bit more interesting now even. Zeratul and Maiev being banned right from the start, so they want to apparently ban all of the heroes that are high impact, that can really solo the backline and some of the squishies. Wonder if there's a little bit more to it than that. But Stitches as a first pick on Towers. Not a bad one. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking about Towers, like what kind of cheese strategy could you now execute maybe? If it was any other map, I would really think, hey, pick that Tyrael, pick that Morales and go for a backdoor strategy. That isn't really gonna do a whole lot for you here. So what else? With Sylvana's ban, some of the push abilities are already out. Zagara is open. Ah, Illidan. They go for Illidan. Very early commitment, by the way. Malfurion, so the root is there after the hook. Okay, I like that. But Tyrande and Illidan, they had a love thing going, right? I keep mixing these people up all the time because I don't care about the World of Warcraft lore. Actually, I care about World of Warcraft lore, but not the fake lore that Blizzard is pushing on us. Those are the fake corporate stories that they're trying to tell you. The real stories are much more juicy, believe me. I mean, Tyrande and Illidan, yeah, Malfurion on the other side, so she clearly teamed up with Illidan again, and she should. He is clearly the better brother. If you have the choice between Illidan and Malfurion, I mean, who are you gonna go for? I mean, come on. Duh. Look at Malfurion, look at Illidan. I mean, that's not even a contest. On the one hand, you have Mossbeard over there, who is just like, yeah, an old geezer, arthritis. Have you ever picked him, like, in a quick match screen? Ooh. That's Malfurion. Illidan, on the other hand, you know, like buff, sexy, has a little bit of like this, like rough around the edges thing. So yeah, Tyrande, I mean, she is old school Karen, so maybe that's why she goes for Malfurion. Green hair on both sides, who knows. I'm an Illidan guy myself. I just never really understood why blinds counter him. The guy can't see. So yeah, we'll see if we're gonna get any of these. But yes, so Illidan already has a pick, I like it. And Tyrande, a little bit of Hunter's Mark here. We got Medivh. And by the way, it's actually... Butcher, yes! It's actually an advantage if you are Tyrande and you go for Illidan, because he can't see you. So, you know, a lot less makeup that you have to put on. You don't have to take care of your hair or anything. You don't need to look good for the guy. I mean, he doesn't know. So he's maintaining, he's clearly working out. She can let herself go a little bit. So it's like a win-win-win-win-win for her. But also what's a win for us is, by the way, that we get the Butcher. So apparently our cries were heard. In the group stage, we're getting the Butcher. Meat, meat, more meat. And Nova. They're memeing a little bit hard here, aren't they? they could lose this one. I scope on Varian, I see meme blades in our future, and we get a risk on Mephisto. Guys, let's go Towers of Doom, game number 3. Now that's a draft. That is a draft. We got Svamgrotta on the Butcher, Death Knight on Tyrande, Lauber on Nova, Gia on Illidan, and Skuk on Medivh. To the right side of the map, Ice-Scope on Varian, Arabano on Stitches, Reiku on Sonya, Risk on Mephisto, and next on Malfurion. I know who has the meta comp here. Now, guys, I personally believe that the only reason why they picked the Butcher here is because we've been complaining for ages that nobody ever picks the Butcher. So I think Svamgrotta said, alright boys, challenge accepted. I am personally more interested to see if the Butcher gets picked in the playoffs. Group stage is always, you know, you can get away with a lot more stuff. But this is going to be wild. I mean, that draft is... This draft screams Game 4. We also have on level 1 the High King's Quest, so I think I was probably not too far off with my level 4 prediction for Ice-Scorp. I'm not sure if this is going to be a taunt here. Nova then on top of it too. There's a lot of really aggressive assassins, but you have to keep them alive somehow. And I'm not sure if Tyrande is going to be enough to do that. Well, they got Medivh too, so that definitely counts. The Butcher, on the other hand, that one's going to be spicy. That one is gonna be a spicy one. If Svamgrotta can play it slow and really just take his time. Because my man wants meat. Meat, more meat. Yeah, this is not a vegan Butcher. He's not going vegan. I can tell it from here. This is not a soy boy. Look at that skin. The man has a skin. That's the first thing. That's really the first thing that needs to stand out here. He actually has a skin. So already, right from the get-go, you know what's going on here. Second of all, I mean, with that particular skin, no, we're not going soy. We're not going tofu, we're going meat. We're going original here. We're going steaks, we're going some lamb chops, yeah, we are going ribs. The Butcher, he is going to chop this up. 17 stacks for now, we're going to keep an eye on that. Medivh obviously is stacking as well. There's a lot of stacking going on. Unending Hatred on level 1, 2 for Illidan. So, yep. There's that as well. Top side, Illidan with a money pick. My boy. Nice. And Medivh is cheating as usual, and it's just like looking at everybody here. Now the thing with the Butcher is, if you really want to play him, you have to be a bit more... you can't YOLO too hard. You have to be a little bit more cautious at the beginning. You have to really play it slow. Only go in when you really know, okay, I'm not in danger. I can likely get a kill here. If you rotate between the lanes just to get a few more, that's obviously good too. And a lot of these rotations can be empowered even further by Medivh, who comes in and just drops a portal. So that's also a thing. Nova is going to play a role in Meta Madness 100%. I mean, she's going to be played a few times. Especially when we're having multiple matches that go to a 5th map. You can definitely see that happen. So, yeah. Nice pressure play down at the bottom of the map. Unleashed, obviously, has quite the powerful combo. And they have taken the lead in experience, too. Butcher is at 26 stacks. Doesn't get really too much done here just yet. We haven't seen a single kill yet in the game. But thanks to Illidan and his camp clear, they have now also some pumpkins that can make a play. Triple altars are coming up. You want to take at least one of them. And once again, meat. And we got the Colossus Smash. So people were always asking me, why exactly is Varian yelling this much when he goes for the Colossus Smash? The answer is very simple. Every time he goes for Colossus Smash, you know, he can just finally give that grief that he has of having Anduin as a son some voice, and this is pretty much just why he's yelling. He's so mad, angry, disappointed, and sad that he was cursed with Anduin as his spawn, that he just always yells. It's pain that you hear. And they're getting kills, by the way, so we have all of a sudden 2 kills for them, and that is more meat. 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 So yeah, Anduin, there it is. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? I mean, that was clearly pain. I would also be upset if Anduin was my son. I mean, the guy doesn't even know what end to hold a sword on. And yeah, it's just, yeah. If you're Varian, you know, like you're like full on in the manly thing, and then you get an Anduin, is like, no, not really. But okay, so we have Illidan at this point. First of all, we have the meat shield after we got the unrelenting pursuit, so more and more assaults coming in. Nice stats also on Medivh. 28 stacks already. It's not shabby. It's pretty good. 2-1 trade in favor... Actually, not a 2-1 trade yet, so up to this point the blue team hasn't taken a single altar. Level 7 talents are now in. Purification is ready. Late game, the blue team is going to murder. Right now, I don't see it. Varian is yelling again. Oh, why me? What have I done? They're getting Malfurion. They're gonna get a lot more. Guys, this is an absolute bloodbath. Oh, that's 3 down. The Butcher died. No, the one that needed to survive. I was just about to say, do you know how many meat stacks that are? It's a 5-man wipe. They wiped the entire team and the Butcher got nothing. Oh, not like this. What are you doing to me here? All that meat just lying on the ground and the Butcher nowhere to be seen. Oh, that pains me. My soul, it hurts. Medivh, 35 stacks, he's nearly done. Butcher's sulking a little bit and is going for some pumpkins over here, but yeah, that didn't do anything for him. Anti-armor shells right there. We also got the moonlit aura. Yeah, Svamgota, you were so close, my friend. So close and yet so far. Illidan, on the other hand, is crushing it. I mean, Illidan is really crushing it. The hooks keep coming. Varian is yelling, and Tyranno survives. I have no idea how she did that, but yes, she survived. Butcher's coming in. Butcher, man on a mission. And we get the hunt. Meat, meat, more meat, meat. All that meat. No, he died. He completed and died. Quest complete. Time to feed. Oh, yeah. The timing on Medivh, and now the Butcher has 160 stacks. There's so much memeing going on here, it's ridiculous. I mean, Medivh, literally the moment he completes this quest, he dies. I was already saying, like, oh god, he lost all of his stats, and then I realized that he just completed it. Quest complete, time to feed. Oh yeah, baby. Let's go. And then, of course, we have the Butcher now with 168 stacks. They want another kill. It's a trap. It's a trap. Traps everywhere. But now level 10 is ready. We get Leap. Look at those ults. Leap, the hunt. Triple tap. Tap it, baby. Oh, boy. Meat. Oh, he's dead. The Leap came too late. If he gets another kill, that's it. Quest completed. Come on, baby. Do it. Do it. No, don't lay like that. Yes. The Butcher. Take the meat stacks, dude. What are you doing? Yes, there we go. Meat. Triple kill. 230 stacks. All right. They are crushing it. Damn. 32 against 32 points on the core. The quests are completed. Medivh is done with his quest. The Butcher is done with his quest. Illidan is stacking it up like a madman. And now we get the Savage Charge. Yeah, this is going to hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. 15 kills to 2. Another charge, another hit. The triple tap attempt. Fucking kill stealer over there. Oh, that is just nasty. I know one team that has a lot of fun here. I tell you that much. But yeah. Butcher at this point, 17,000. Again, it's not the damage on the Butcher. It's like the amount of damage that he does with a single hit on a single target. But yeah, here we go again. The hunt. And the Butcher is charging in and they get another kill. And they get one more. 2 kills. Meat galore as they claim them all. And of course, the Butcher is just stacking like a maniac. He's currently at 240. Darts in, kills another one, chomps him down, has the self-sustain on top of this too. There's the slows. He's at 200. He should be at 260. There should be another 10 stacks. There should be 10 stacks there. Yeah, okay, he's getting them. All right, 260. He's crushing it. Illidan is just taking structures down. You already converted the bell tower at the top end over. So now it's a 5 versus 3 bell tower situation between the teams. And yeah, it's gonna be... Our man is killing it. Swamgrotta, he gave us Murky, he gave us the Butcher. Is he just the best player in Meta Madness? Is that just what's happening here? Goodbye. Actually, no. He survives. What? Okay, there's the ult. Yeah, if I can't kill him, then I kill the next one. Fair enough. I don't care. Bam. Cleave, 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 cleave. 280 stacks. It's insane. 280 and, well, they got level 16. So now the Butcher is actually at 28,000 damage. He's getting closer and closer to top damage in the game. Did he get it? Yeah, 290. Jesus, can you imagine how much damage he does now? This is the only bell tower, by the way, that Unleashed still has. The only bell tower that they still hold on to. So this is 6 shots fired now, putting them down to 22 points. They're desperately trying to take the top back. But yeah, they're collapsing. They're collapsing onto Mephisto. He's dead. Nice leap, on the other hand. That was a good leap. Oh, and that hurts. Oh, get wrecked. Oh boy, that one hurt. And Swamgrotta is sitting over there like, boys, I mean, what are you doing? So have another look at this. They try to collapse onto Mephisto, they get the kill, and then the big leap comes through, and they just all die. And obviously at this point, they're just feeling so confident, and they're clearly having fun here. But this was a big, big triple kill for Unleashed that really brought them back severely in experience. Now, don't get me wrong, they're still massively behind. But this closed the gap significantly. Like, look at the distribution here in Heroes Experience. 10,000 against 7,000. And the kill difference is 5 times the kills. Huge difference. Alright, so here come the shots. And yeah, a few more pumpkins made it through. Butcher is by now at 300 stacks. 300. And the 2 more shots get connected with the core, so they're down to 19 now. And here he is. The one-man army. Meat! The damage output is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Alright, they're trying to take him down now. They're trying to take him down. Here's the chance. He doesn't give a shit. He just 2-shots Malfurion. Maybe now they can kill him. I mean, at some point they got to, right? Illidan hunts in. Jesus. They are already dead. Stop hitting them. Oh. The Butcher finally died at 320 stacks, but there's just assaults coming from everywhere. Illidan hunting in, the Butcher charging, portal dumps onto single heroes. Butcher at 39,000 damage right now. This is getting absolutely bonkers. Nova running in around, sniping them from the side, and then Tyrande coming in with one owl after another and additional stuns. It's insane. Unleashed have been on the ground for 10 of these 13 minutes already, and they're just being kicked and pummeled into the ground. The circus clowns, they're going for the hot butter through cheese strategy here once again. They're melting them away. This is just absolutely a crush fiesta what we're witnessing here. The Butcher is mad because he can't get any of the kills now, so he's already pissed. That's 2 heroes that he couldn't kill himself. Illidan is still alive. Medivh is taking over top damage. What's going on here? It's insanity. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet for the Butcher and the rest of the team. He's sulking. Look at him. He's sulking. He's going topside now. He's just like, no, then I'll go top. But now, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, no. They got level 20. Guys, they got the slaughterhouse. It's gonna be so bad. Celestial Wrath on top of the slaughterhouse and then the fast reload. Oh boy, 32 kills to 6. 32 kills to 6. And yeah, they're looking for it. Bit too late to make a difference on this one. Butcher is done for now. Medivh is still checking it out. Triple altars are coming up, which means that 15 shots are on the menu for the circus clowns. They could win the game now. They could absolutely win the game. They're 3 levels ahead. Oh, ult it up, yes! You only hit 1, the leap is in, 1 down, 2 down, 330, 340, 350 stacks on the Butcher. He's getting closer and closer to one-shot Malfurion. Shots are fired all over the place. Butcher is still attacking. And Illidan hunted him and killed him. What just happened? What just happened? No freaking way. Take a look at this. This is bananas. Illidan, that fucking kill stealer. 8 points on the core is all they got left here. Oh, this game is glorious. Oh my god. 370 stacks now. This is game. Butcher is top damage, ladies and gentlemen. Top damage in the game. The circus clowns take it with a 3-0 against Unleashed.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.